So I'm here with Michelle Wooldridge, CEO at Pikos. Michelle, thanks so much for taking the time to catch up.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Righto, now we're at Skye Display Suite here in sunny Brisbane. Do you want to tell us a bit about the project? When did you guys get the site? How's it kind of coming together so far?
Yeah, so because it's been in our portfolio for quite some time, a few years, and we started construction mid last year with Tomkins. So 68 apartments, and what a lot of people probably don't actually realise is it's 3 buildings comprising that 68 apartments. So 2 apartments per floor, rooftop deck, beautiful appliances, V-Zug appliances, Parisi tapware, and travertine all throughout the building. So, and all throughout the apartments. So there's travertine on the floors, on the wall, on the benches, it's everywhere. So very high quality finish and very much at that kind of owner-occupier side of the market.
And I mean, the location is pretty awesome. Do you want to sort of share a bit about why you chose this particular place? Obviously, that's one of the key things we're hearing from buyers that they're loving about the project. Do you want to tell us a bit about, why here and then how buyers responding to the location?
Yeah, so it was really interesting, I think, talking to Pedro and Simon just around the sites that they acquired and why. And what the big driver was a piece of research that they'd done quite some time ago and just demonstrated how affordable the riverfront locations were comparative to Sydney and Melbourne. So we've always known that obviously Brisbane is affordable compared to Sydney and Melbourne, but that is exacerbated when you actually look at those kind of riverside locations. So when the site became available, obviously they moved on it quite quickly. And yeah, I think the location speaks for itself. Whenever you get a customer on site or you get a client on site, the one thing that they can't stop talking about is just how amazing the view is. It's uninterrupted views. And there's also a lot of infrastructure that Brisbane City Council are coming in, as well as the state government for the Olympics and the green bridges that will enhance that connectivity of Kangaroo Point to the city. And so I think it's one of the best locations in Brisbane.
I totally agree. And I think, one of the things we always say is that experience counts for a lot in property. Do you mind tell us a bit about Pikos and about the pipeline that you guys have and about some of your own experience and also the builders that you've got on board? And obviously the big story in Queensland right now is that it's a bit of who has the builders and who doesn't. Yep. You guys are obviously underway here, so just share a bit about that.
Yeah, so I think this is where we've probably taken the best of both worlds. So Pedro, who is the founder of Pikos, has a long history in development, but has probably more focused on that upfront DA and packaging sites for developers. So it's more that kind of B2B.
So really good at identifying awesome locations.
Exactly. And yeah, I think that design outcomes and the planning and how you extract value through the site. And then really what we've started doing with this new team and I guess our new structure is bolstering on that delivery and the execution. And a lot of us are kind of ex-Mirvac, ex-Lendlease, ex-Sekisui. So they're that kind of tier 1 developer with that very entrepreneurial visionary private developer. So we love the fact that we kind of take the best of the nimbleness with like the governance and the rigor that comes with that and the risk mitigation. As you say, like builders are critical in this market. And I think that is probably like one of the top 3 questions that you get from a potential customer is who's the builder? Are they appointed? Are they going to start? And so for us, obviously having Tomkins and being one of the very few apartment developments that are actually coming out of the ground.
Yeah, it's all go right there.
Yeah, we think that puts us in a very strong position, obviously coming into the kind of new year, because buyers have confidence that the builder is there and they're going to deliver. And we've even seen that over the last kind of 8 weeks, we've done over $20 million worth of sales purely because from those consumers' perspective, they now have the confidence to kind of commit to the purchase.
And so you mentioned about, you guys have been making a lot of sales recently. Who is the buyer that's kind of checking out the project and transacting?
Very much that baby boomer and that kind of lifestyle right-sizer in terms of they may have kids finishing high school or at that uni age, but they want to downsize. They don't want to spend their weekends in the garden, in the pool.
Or maybe spend the pool.
Upstairs, yeah, but not having to maintain it. That's
yeah,
right.
100%.
And so I think as well, that's difficult in this market because they are conservative as a buyer. They are very equity rich in terms of what they have in their family home. And so this is a big decision. It's really kind of their forever home that they're purchasing. And so we find it's a lot of touch points with them. It takes time to, I think, build that trust and give them the confidence to convert. But as I said, like we're getting closer to completion now. So, that only helps us really as we go into the new year.
So for that kind of buyer, if you had a piece of advice to share with them, what would that be?
I think the big thing would be like come on site, come to the sales office, because the site does speak for itself. Like it's a beautifully designed, beautifully finished product with great amenity, but it's all about the location. It's all about the uninterrupted views, the connectivity to the city. So my advice would be like come on site and see for yourself.
Yeah, and I think when you can kind of see the builders underway, it becomes less off the plan and more, your home is under construction, and be able to come and, touch and feel the finishes and whatnot. I think that's really helpful too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, that's also part of our sales journey process now is getting consumers on site, even the ones that have already purchased, but early next year we'll be able to walk purchases on a slab. So as I said before, like that just gets easier the more that you can engage with a customer and bring them on site, do those hard hat tours with the builder to just give them the confidence on the product that they're purchasing.
Well, Michelle, we're stoked to be partnered with Pikos. We love what you guys are doing. We think more developers with plenty of experience building great product is exactly what we need to kind of address some of the supply side issues we have. So thanks for sharing some insights and best of luck for the rest of the project.
Thanks so much. See ya.